Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Well, this is a quick video to say what is better for you, the Osmo Pocket or the Osmo Action. It all depends on what your requirements are. So if you're somebody who wants a camera just for walking around and vlogging, I'm walking and vlogging, or you want to put the camera down and you stand in front and talk into it, the Pocket's pretty good. If you want to film events, like walking around filming things in your city, your family, your friends, then the Pocket is pretty good. If you want to just vlog and put this down stationary and have the camera with the face tracking follow you around, then the Pocket is pretty good. Social media wise, since you plug this into your phone, there's a lot of apps that you can send the information to and share it and edit it and send it out on social media. So the Pocket is pretty good. And that is about it for the Pocket. Everything else is good for the Osmo Action. The reason being, it's an action camera. So what does that mean? That means you can film in the rain with the Osmo Action, in the rain. You can run with the Osmo Action, run. You can skateboard, skateboard. You can ski, scuba dive. You can jump off. You can parachute. You can do smashing into things and this thing will not get damaged. And you can do all those other great things that you can't do with this. So you decide, how is your life? Is your life very kind of boring and you just want to keep things pretty steady and still that you would normally use a cell phone for? Then the Osmo Pocket is probably for you. If you have an adventurous life, then you need an action camera. I've stuck this Osmo Pocket on my RC cars. I've stuck it driving on my motorcycle, on my helmet, and it does not work out very well because when you get little minute vibrations, jiggly, 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 this thing tries to focus on everything it sees, and since it's got a mechanical gimbal, it's designed for smoothness, and it doesn't work out when there's lots of vibrations. So that's my take on the Osmo Pocket. However, the Osmo Action is designed for everything that the GoPro is designed for. Now, a lot of you with a really keen eye are going, hang on a second, that's not an Osmo Action. That looks like, yes, it's a GoPro with a huge lens put over the front to make it look like an Osmo Action. Now, the reason I'm talking about the Osmo Action today is because it's May 14th. The Osmo Action is not released until May 15th, but all the specs and video of it working and in use, it's all been released. It's been leaked all over the internet, so you can go check it out. So there's no secrets anymore. We all know what to expect. It's just another action camera in a long line of action cameras on the internet. But yes, I'm definitely going to buy an Osmo Action. And there's one reason I'm going to buy it, and that's because right here in the front, they put a nice little display right here so that you can view yourself when vlogging. Now, videos have already been leaked on the internet of people walking and vlogging with the Osmo Action, and you can see that the video is not super smooth, and they do have the rock steady setting turned on. That's supposed to be the new smoothing technology for the DJI OSMO Action. So I would say that if you're going to buy the Osmo Action, I'm sure DJI is going to sell it to you. If not, somebody else will. You're going to need a 3-axis gimbal, so it is as smooth as the Osmo Pocket. And I use a 3-axis gimbal with my GoPro Hero 7, so every video you see of me and I'm walking and talking and it looks so smooth like everything's floating in the air, that's because I'm using this gimbal. This is the cheapest gimbal I have. It's the FunSnap. I'll put a link below, and I use it with my GoPro Hero 7 to get that beautiful floating through the air imagery. It's got a good battery life. I'll put a link below so you can check it out. Next thing I want to say about all these cameras, so you got the Osmo Pocket and my little Osmo Action, which I've made up, and a GoPro Hero 7. The audio on all of these is going to suck. The Osmo Pocket, the audio sucks unless you do post-processing. Hey, it's fine if I talk really close, but as soon as I have it turning around or my fingers are touching things and other noises getting in, and if there's wind, oh my God, it just kills everything. So not so good. GoPro Hero 7, same thing. So as many of you know, in a past life, I was a semi-pro photographer and I had to do photos and some weddings. And the best way to get audio with anything is to stick a microphone on the bride and groom or anybody you're filming or videoing, even yourself, which I put on myself many times, and use one of these. This is a Tascam DR10L, records in a WAV format, so it's very high bit rate, and you just sync it up with your video. If you're going to use an Osmo Pocket or an Osmo Action, you really need one of these for quality audio. And yes, I will add a link below to where you can find this on Amazon. And finally, for many of you, if you've never purchased anything from the DJI online store, let me tell you this, because I seem to be telling people this an awful lot. When you buy something from that store, the price you see on the DJI online store includes shipping, taxes, customs, and duty. So whatever it says, when you click buy, that's the price you pay. No more, it shows up at your door. So what I'm going to do, just in case you don't know where everything is, I'll put a link to the Osmo Pocket and I'll put a link to the Osmo Action, and you can check out and see which one is right for you. Oh, and one last thing before I go, if you're watching this video on May 14th, then every video that's going to follow this one is basically going to say the Osmo Action is the GoPro killer. Well, the Osmo Action is going to be a killer, but not the GoPro. It's going to kill the Osmo Pocket, more than likely, because this is more versatile than this. If you had the choice between the two, you're probably, after my little video, probably going to buy this. Now, this has a very tiny field of view, so it brings everything in close, whereas this has a very wide GoPro field of view, which brings everything wide. So, you know, wide is great for action and out filming landscapes and all that other good stuff, and vlogging, because you don't have your nose only showing up if you have the camera this close. So you can see where this Osmo Action is going to overtake this Osmo Pocket. Now, the bad thing is that DJI made the Osmo Action a little bit different in size than the GoPro Hero. So that means the GoPro Hero has like 1 million accessories on the market. So the Osmo Action is going to have next to no accessories, and DJI is going to start selling them, and then third parties will sell them. Hopefully the cradle that comes with the Osmo Action, you can connect it to GoPro accessories, just like you could pretty much do with the Osmo Pocket. At least I have. Now, if you know very little about the Osmo Pocket, you know what it does, the specs, and why you use it, and you know very little about the Osmo Action because it's kind of new, well then go check out the greatest, most excellent, best, amazing channel for reviews on YouTube, and that would be Ash's channel, Droning On. He does great reviews of these here devices, and he will have a whole pile of reviews up on May 15th. Check it out. I'll put a link below. Oh, and for all you people that came here just to find out new information about the Osmo Action, well, it's all over the internet. We know it's got a Sony sensor. We know it's a 12 megapixel camera. We know it does 4K 60. And we know DJI is going to say the selling features are it's waterproof, it does HDR, it does super slow motion, and it does time lapse. So anyways, enough said. I'm going to let you all go. If you enjoyed this video, look at my new thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the future. And yes, I will have an Osmo Action, and it will go through the same test and grueling usage that my Hero 7 does, getting smashed all over the place, and hopefully it stands up, because if it doesn't stand up, I'll be back here to show you a video of my broken Osmo Action. All right, take care. Catch you in the next one.